This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. Good morning, Philly Joe and Vicky. Kicking off the Wednesday edition of the program with some Blue Sky Mystery featuring, it's Finger 11 featuring Filter. Oh, that's the song, Blues. You know what? Can we restart the show? Take two. Is this live? Can we take two? Blue Sky Mystery is the song, Finger 11 featuring Filter. Good morning.
There's another mystery that needs to be solved. 6:30 this morning. Who the hell is that? $4,500 in
Bring
the
in
pot.
Sherlock Holmes for that one because it's been going and nobody can figure it out.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
You know who doesn't get enough credit? Watson. Everybody gives it to Sherlock Holmes, but he's who does he ask his questions to? Watson.
What is Watson? I never really dove deep into the Sherlock world. Is Watson just a sounding board or is he solving things too?
What was he to
a good
Sherlock
question.
Holmes?
Just his assistant?
Yeah, well, they were. I thought they were more partner-like, but
Yeah.
that's a very solid question.
I don't know. Sherlock always had kind of treated him as lesser
Well,
than an
but I
equal.
think
Sure.
we did as general public, because what's the old saying?
Got it.
No shiznit, Sherlock. No one ever said no shiznit, Watson.
Right.
Watson, I just Googled it. Watson is Sherlock Holmes' friend, colleague, and the narrator of most of the original stories. He is a physician with military
Dr. Watson.
experience. Sherlock Holmes had his own personal physician? Holy.
That's
Dr.
pretty good. Well, when
Watson.
you're solving mysteries,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
helps.
know, was he solving murders, Sherlock Holmes,
sure,
or was
yeah.
it just like
Think.
missing teapots?
No, I think it was a combo.
Okay, so you want a physician?
I don't
in the
remember
mix?
the missing teapots.
Maybe
book.
I'm thinking of like Agatha Christie.
I
or
used
something.
to, you know what? My mom used to buy me Agatha Christie novels.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were pretty good. I enjoyed them.
The
yeah.
Hardy Boys.
No Hardy
Nancy
Boys.
Drew.
No
that
Nancy
was
Drew.
before
They
your
were just
time.
all a little before my time. Yeah.
There was a guy named Poirot, and he was featured in Agatha Christie novels.
Yes, he went on his own too.
You
he
remember
branched
Poirot?
off. Yes,
Yeah,
Him
he
and
was
Watson should have
great.
teamed up.
he had that beautiful waxed mustache.
Yes, he did.
Poirot,
yeah.
yes.
And then I don't know if you guys remember, but we used to read Eric Wilson novels in school. He
Never
was a
heard of it.
Canadian author who did like murder mysteries, but they were all in Canada.
And look what happened then. They became dinner party ideas. The murder mystery where you get to
Yeah.
dress up and play
Yeah.
a character and know which one of your friends is really the killer.
Never been to one of those.
Me neither.
No.
You, Joe?
You'd be great at one
Oh,
of those.
yeah.
I would
Vicky.
love the costume part, but having to like act in character, I would be maybe uncomfortable.
Yeah,
with.
me too.
Seems weird.
I've heard of people doing these parties.
I've been to one. They're
Yeah.
fun.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
Because everybody plays a role, and you get to create the role.
Do you stay
comfortable.
in character though?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Okay,
It
what was your
fun.
character?
Oh man, I don't remember.
I wouldn't do it.
It was a long time
No.
ago.
I think I'd bail. I'm not comfortable with the theater
I'd bail.
drama.
Yeah.
Hold on, we're short one. They ruined the whole live
was the
Clue
murderer,
game.
too?
Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Good morning, PJV. I don't know what it is with people. I stop at a red light. I drive a 3/4 ton. Buddy pulls up behind me in his car, literally so close to my bumper, I could not even see his side mirrors. So I pull up a few feet. He pulls up right behind me again. I pull up a few feet more. He pulls up right behind me again. So I put it in reverse just to have my reverse lights on, and the guy lays on his horn, and he doesn't let off. Buddy,
Ouch.
get the f*** off my bumper at a red light. If somebody rear ends you and you hit me, you are at fault.
That's true.
If you are so close you can't even see my tires, you're too close. Back away. Thank you. Way to go, Jays. Let's go, Jets. Let's go, Bombers.
Yeah, and then honking at him. That's odd too, an odd flex.
Yeah.
That's sure some kind of feeling though when you're waiting at a light and someone's crawling right up your butt, like, and you're looking in your mirror. Just a weird feeling.
Isn't there like some kind of rule of thumb with that? Like their bumper should be sitting on your hood, like it should look
There
like
is
that,
one.
or
I can't think of it.
Yeah, I forget what it is.
Do you know where it'll come in? The Boston
Yeah.
Pizza text line in like 10, 9, 8. Somebody will post
Yeah.
that. Sir Rodney in traffic, and he has a construction complaint.
Good morning, Philly, Joe, and Vicky. I hope you can hear it in my voice. I'm pissed.
We can, yeah.
Let's finish the construction at McPhillips and Jefferson for the love of God! Nobody's even working on it. What takes so freaking long? Fix it, please!
That's the hooligans part of town. I'm surprised he hasn't weighed in on that.
That's a very good point. I'll tell you, I've gone through that part of the construction, and it's slow moving. McPhillips on its best day is always tough. And then you add a project like that, and it's going to obviously frustrate people, as you just heard. Hey, that's nobility right there, too. That's Sir Rodney. That's not just Rodney calling.
Yeah, I apologize.
And he's begging.
Yes.
He's just on his hands and knees, please.
You should be able to see their license plate when stopped, I guess would be the setup.
Oh, okay.
You think it's farther back than that, right?
I guess I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Vicky's 50 yards back.
Yeah.
Like, move up, lady.
Just want to give you some space.
Okay, we don't get many Bomber game day complaints or beefs. This one about the parking. Something to do with parking at Princess Auto Stadium.
Hey, it's Transcolonial Hollywood. Calling about the Bomber game there tonight, trying to get parking there. The soccer lot was prepaid only. Anywhere else around there, even though the U lot was half full, was prepaid only. You got to walk 20 miles to get to the stadium. I almost missed the start of the kickoff. It was just frustrating. Come on, Bombers, let's get it together.
Whenever I always buy parking, is he talking about prepaid? So you bought your parking at online when you buy your tickets? That's what he's talking
I'm
about.
guessing he didn't buy it ahead of time.
Yeah.
He's looking to just pay at the lot. I had the opposite problem one time where everything was, no, you have to pay now, but I had prepaid. Couldn't find the lot I was supposed to park in. It was a mess. I'm telling you, Park and Ride, never had a problem with it.
Yeah, you love that.
I love it.
You'll see a lot of people actually park on the west side of Pembina and walking across, which is a hell of a long walk, is what
it's
this
longer than
caller
you
was
think.
saying. So, yeah, prepaid, though, could be season ticket holders.
Yep.
Like myself, it's you can buy your parking with your season tickets, right? So you have that. But that's a good, valid thing. We're going to have Wade on the show this week. He might be already addressing something like that. But there's got to be a lot where you could pay. You know, there's always the guy or girl standing there with their apron waiting to take your $20 for parking or something. I don't know. I've never seen that or heard. This has never come up before.
Yeah, typically, like I say, I always buy parking when I'm buying my tickets.
Yeah.
So it's taken care of.
Yeah.
All right, Motorhead guy. Now, his whole nickname is based on he wants to hear more Motorhead, and clearly he values Motorhead more so than the Smashing Pumpkins, who are the spotlight band this week.
Hey, Philly, Joe, and Vicky, it's Motorhead guy. So you guys are having a Smashing Pumpkins week? Like, why couldn't you have picked that next week for Halloween? Because, that would make way more sense.
Yeah.
But it also makes way more sense to have a Motorhead week because, if I remember correctly, there has not been a Motorhead week. And to be fair, Motorhead is loved by tons and tons and tons and tons of people. Come on, guys. Let's get some Motorhead week happening here. I'm sure everybody would love it. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Well, it's an anniversary this week because that has come up on why Smashing Pumpkins week this week. But it's to celebrate melancholy and the infinite sadness, which is the 30th anniversary this week. So it'll be the Sunday Night Vinyl series. There's been a lot of people on the text line, the Boston Pizza text line, regarding the pulling up behind somebody. And as far as the parking goes for the Bomber games, you can pay when you show up at the east side of the stadium by Max Bell, by the arena there. And so it's a close enough walk. So if you're
that's
looking
not a
to
bad
pay
lot.
by cash and that, you can do that on the east side of the stadium. But we'll get to the tire stuff and parking, I think, because there's been a lot of different texts.
Okay, yeah, we will get into all those text messages. We always love hearing from you. This is John with a J, and he has a question about the Grey Cup halftime show, specifically Machine Gun Kelly.
Question: what kind of parents would you have that would name you Machine? You know, how much do they not like their son that they named him Machine? Either way, I'm going to be there, so I just want to clarify that. Hey, okay, bye.
Machine's not that bad of a name.
Machine Gun really says it all, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Machine Gun Aiello.
Yeah, you can't shorten Machine Gun. I don't think
his real name doesn't sound as tough.
No.
Colson Baker.
That's his actual name?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad he changed it. The halftime show, Colson Baker. Just no sizzle.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Have we sorted things out on the Boston Pizza text line? That's how she rolls around here, get a bunch of questions on the bone phone, and then the Boston Pizza text line straightens everything out.
Vicky asked a great question that I think a lot of us could use as a friendly reminder as far as when you're pulling up behind somebody at a light and how much distance there should be. Do you want to cover it off, Vic?
Yeah, people are saying the end of your hood should be at the bottom of the tires of the car in front of you, and that's the proper distance.
And they're saying, yeah, you should be able to see the pavement underneath the rear tires. So there should be that much distance where you see their back tires and some pavement. And
Okay. I don't notice it when I'm at a red light or a stop sign. Like, I notice it more when I'm driving and somebody's on my ass.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where I really notice it is if I'm already doing, and somebody got on me on the Boston Pizza text line about, like, I admitted that I'll drive 5 to 10K over the speed limit. I think a lot of people do that. But, and when I'm doing that and somebody is still tailgating me, that's what I notice more so than sitting at a red light and somebody's too close at the red light. I don't really ever notice that, to be honest.
I had it happen to me yesterday by chance, and I looked out my rear view window, and I couldn't even see the hood of his vehicle. Like, it was
right on
that
top of
close,
you.
right? And I honestly think in this case, I think the gentleman actually just didn't mark his distance properly. Like, he missed out on. It was just more of an accident that he got that close.
I also think sometimes the vehicles are really high, like a big truck is really high up and they have a shorter hood space, so they don't really realize how close they are. I don't know.
That's a good point. It's worse if you drive a standard, someone says on the text line.
I was going to say.
Because it rolls.
You can roll back sometimes when you're trying to get going, especially when you're first learning. Yeah.
And you stall it at a red light or a stop sign.
Do you guys
see that?
have you ever learned to drive standard?
Years ago.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there's not much. New vehicles, right? You're not buying a stick shift.
There's a standard feature in my vehicle, though, but it's on the wheel. The steering wheel, and you could hit it, and I've never figured that out.
You could go race car mode. I know that's so badass.
Well, it's there. I think some of the new makes have that standard mode where you just click with your thumbs. You don't even have to pedal. It's actually interesting,
That's
but
really, I like that. Yeah.
Some people just love standard. Like, they don't want anything else.
For
That's
sure.
what they love.
That used to be a cool thing.
Yeah.
If you had a standard when I was growing up, it was like, oh, he's got a standard.
Yeah, the guys who knew how to drive a stick and do it good were very proud of it.
Of course.
And it looked cool. It did. Now, where it would become an issue with me is, I'm doing, having a coffee or, playing around with my Apple CarPlay with my free hand. I don't need to be driving a stick.
So, listen, I grew up in the West End by Polo Park, so if a guy was learning how to drive stick, they'd take him over to, like, Polo Park in this open parking lot, but we'd all recognize the car. So it was, like, embarrassing watching. Clunk, 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 clunk. Right?
Poor guy.
That was me in the Hydro parking lot on Taylor with my dad, trying to learn how to drive stick in his truck.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Who the hell is that? Comes back at 8:30 this morning, and the pot has grown to $4,600. Big money. Almost the price, seriously, of 2 tickets right now, standing room only, to see the Blue Jays in action live against the Dodgers on, I think the price I saw was for Saturday night, which would have been game 2.
Do they actually have standing room only tickets?
Yeah, that's it.
Where do you stand?
In the back of the seats. Like, there's those
like
rows.
concourse kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
like
certain
there's
sections.
a ledge. They do it at all these football and baseball
Big
stadiums
time.
now.
It's more than just the game nowadays. There's just these social hub areas that they put in and sell tickets. Well, it's been at the Rum Hut for years, right? At a Bombers game. But
typically there's a bar associated with the standing room, and it looks awesome. Like it is.
100%.
Like Bomber games.
Some venues have like room for like a few thousand people to now just congregate and watch a game from there, right? It's a social.
There's a few people letting you know that they found a way to get to Toronto for the World Series.
Oh, man. Could you imagine what hotel rooms are going to be like in that area, too? Never mind tickets on the secondary market right now.
And cost isn't an issue, right? Like,
No.
if you
For some
have the
people.
money, right? Because it's a once in a lifetime. Like, if someone says, "I got a ticket, can you get here?" Or, you know what I mean? You're 9 times out of 10, you're going to find that money because when are you ever going to get a chance to go see a World Series game?
I don't know if a few people were joking around, but someone had alluded to the fact that it was cheaper right now for them to go to L.A. to catch a game than it would be to go from here to Toronto to catch a game. And that's what the
Workaround,
exchange, too.
Wow.
I got to say hi to a guy named Dan. Ran into him at Safeway yesterday. He said hello. He's a big fan of the show.
Nice.
He said to say hi to Joe and Vicky. He never misses the program. He works at Hydro. He's 55. He's retiring soon. I'm like, 50.
That's a good pension plan at Hydro. Good for Dan.
I said to him, and he looks good. I said, you don't look like the kind of guy who's about to retire because he looks good. And he goes, well, I'm only 55. And I said, like, what are you going to do with your time? And he goes, I'll tell you what, not work outside anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, because I guess he's been working outside for years.
He's got to be counting down the days then with winter coming, and if he's just wrapping it up, right? So good for him.
When is he wrapping? Is he done? Or
No, not yet. He's still
Okay.
working. He gave me like how many weeks and months, but he has, but I don't remember.
because you're
I'll
right
tell
about
you.
the winter. You got to almost time that out.
Yeah.
The key for Dan is going to be when he invites Phil to the Starbucks inside Safeway to sit down for a coffee while grocery shopping's going on. Then you know Dan's got time.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
You can play along on the text line 762-555. We love that. This one, it needs a big explanation, and I don't know how well it's going to go over. So from the department or the category of things that don't really exist anymore is what we'll call this question. Would you rather, and you have to picture asking this question sort of in a belligerent fashion. Ask where the smoking section is everywhere you go. Like, what, you got a smoking section or what? So on an airplane, like, you know, restaurant, or everywhere you go, ask if they have nudie magazines, you know, because so you go to a waiting room or you're at where's your nudie mags at? So
Yeah.
Would you rather?
So every time you show up somewhere, you have to ask one of these questions?
Yes.
Even if you don't care or aren't looking for...
Yes, you have to act like you care. So you're going to a house party. Got any nudie mags, Doug?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the smoking section.
Smoking section? Where can I
'Cause
smoke
I don't
in
want
your
to
house?
be a weirdo.
And listen, there's not as many people smoking anymore, but it does seem a little bit more normal of a question, even though the guy's going to say it's outside now, you idiot.
Yeah.
But the nude magazines, what are you going to tell them? Nah, they're still under the mattress. You know?
You can't have them.
You
Do
can't
you
have
want
'em.
that reputation? Every time he comes over, he's asking where the nudie magazines
My
are.
wife doesn't like anybody going into the master bedroom unless you're putting your jacket down on the bed. But the nudies are still under the mattress.
Okay, good. Well answered, you two. Would you rather be stranded at sea with Jigsaw from the Saw movies? So you're on like a raft.
Yeah.
Or be stuck in an elevator with Chucky, the doll from Child's Play.
Jigsaw. Because how much is he? I guess he sets up scenarios, but he's not actively attacking you. But I feel like Chucky will actively attack you.
Yeah, that's a good call. You're fighting when you're with Chucky.
Yeah.
Fighting
I
for
think
your life.
Jigsaw's more of a voyeur.
You'd throw him overboard after a while.
Totally. Yeah.
Jigsaw.
What's he going to do? Is he even a guy? I've only seen one of those movies.
He's an engineer, I think. Wasn't he at one time?
Jigsaw?
Wasn't he?
Isn't he just a doll who talks about the scenarios?
I guess that's
you're
what
in?
you see, but there's a guy behind it all.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
That's a little too deep for me. You know what? I'll take my chances with a doll in an elevator. On a raft, I could be there for days. An elevator should be no more than like an hour or two, right? I would think.
Couple floors.
Yeah.
Good point. Would you rather have a giant poster of yourself on the wall in your office at work, or commandeer the mic at the Christmas party, the office Christmas party, and sing a song about yourself that you wrote?
That you wrote?
wow.
It's a song you made about yourself, or a big poster of yourself on the wall behind you in your office at work.
I'm going to sing a song.
I
you
can
can
see
sing.
that. Yeah.
You can
I
sing.
feel like you could make it fun. You don't have to be saying how great you are. You could be making fun of yourself.
Ah, good call.
Maybe that's the workaround
Very
there.
good. It'd still have to explain why I got up on a microphone to sing a song
I'll
about
take
myself.
that microphone.
The poster would be funny because you could actually joke about that, having your own poster up in your wall in your office. I would go with the poster.
Just a selfie.
Nowadays, though, with this open air concept like we have here in the building, a poster of yourself, everybody gets to see it because they all share an office
Yeah.
That's a good conversation starter. Nice
I'd like to
poster.
see an oil painting of
Yes,
Joe
oil
in the
oil
hallway.
painting gives it a whole different level, doesn't
Just
it?
regal.
We'll wrap with this one. Would you rather, Vicky, be an emergency replacement in an Olympic rowing event like double sculls, 2,000 meters at the Olympics, or be a replacement? So we're looking Olympics here again. 2-man, or it could be the obviously females bobsled race.
Ooh, I've been in a bobsled. They have the Olympic Village in Calgary, and it hurt like hell. It was miserable. So I'm rowing all the way.
Okay.
Very confined areas. Bobsled, 2 people, and then like the rowing. That's a lot of work. I'm going to go with the bobsled. Less work. You just have to commandeer it a bit, but you're going down fast.
Yeah.
Rowing, that's a lot of arms
It
and
is
shoulders.
rowing is
and-
exhausting.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you're the guy with the megaphone, just yelling at
what
everybody.
a good gig, eh?
That would be the best.
I could see you doing that.
That's why I've never dragon boat raced. I can never get that gig with the megaphone.
Although, Joe, you would have to stay focused because I could see you starting like general conversations with that megaphone when they're trying to row.
Well, how do you think the poor guy in the bobsled's going to feel? He's trying to commandeer, and I'm talking his ear off in the back.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Gotta say, Joe, I was a little nervous yesterday. We had a meeting that was, the entire, or not the entire, but people from all over the country. So it was a Teams meeting, and we've had meetings before where you couldn't get your camera fired up, or you've had
Just couldn't get on.
Yeah, you couldn't even get on.
Meetings, it was like, man, it was a nightmare. Twice. With the big boss. Okay?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So we were walking out of here yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, I was a little tense about, hey, look, technical issues can happen to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Like right before I went to jump on this meeting, it was like, you must. It was an update that I hadn't done, and yada yada, and then sign back in and authentication. So these things, like in today's day and age, there's a lot of things that can prevent you from jumping onto one of these meetings.
I was on 15 minutes early to
Were
make
you
sure I
actually?
was on. Yes. I hit that join button at 11:45, and the meeting was at noon, and trust me. And then a few keeners jumped on with a couple of minutes to go, and then I knew I was
hate
okay.
that awkward part where you're in a meeting but it hasn't started yet and you just kind of look at each other.
No, I had my camera off.
Oh, good.
You can't put the camera on
No.
early or your volume.
The best is when you do have your camera on early and you're looking around and everybody can see that you're still trying to figure things out while you're going. I've done
You're
that
too
before.
close to the lens. Yeah.
Trying to, so that happened. But then it was my turn to speak at the meeting. Is this what you're going to talk about?
Well, yes. Okay, so
Of course, something had to go wrong.
This was a big one yesterday for us because the race of the century, the Bone
Came
Phone
up, yes.
Invitational. It was
Under the spotlight.
right, because it was so much fun and such a success that what happens with something like that is everybody's interested and they want to know how you pulled it off. And we pretty much threw all the credit at our listeners and the Bone Phone because that's the truth. Without the Bone Phone and without our amazing listeners here at 92.1 City, we don't do something like that. We have the best listeners ever. So anyway, we got to present how we pulled that off and how it went and the fact that I got third place. No big deal. Anyway, so it was Joe's turn and the video was working and everything else. But then Joe was that guy.
Started talking. And then, you've got to turn on your microphone. Oh, yeah. I was almost there.
After all these years of like COVID and stuff where we got used to it, you still didn't have the microphone on.
Hey, listen, I was more happy that I was even on the call. Believe me. It was bad. This is with the main boss twice.
Yeah.
I couldn't get on. I felt like a complete moron.
It was.
And then yesterday in front of everybody.
But that was minor because everybody does that. I feel like there's one person per Teams meeting or Zoom meeting that forgets to turn their mic on.
Yeah.
That is super common, Joe. You made it to the meeting, though, and the camera was working and everything else.
So glad you brought it up the next day, too. Thank you.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
So you want to win these tickets. Great night out here. 780 City, 780-2484. The Quizmaster, the one, the only Joe Aiello with his tape recorder. You went out yesterday, and what was the question you were asking?
Well, I'll tell you right now, little Canadian pride with what's going on with the Toronto Blue Jays and merchandise flying off the shelf, the big buzz World Series. I got a Canadiana question for you. The average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day.
Whoa.
The average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day.
Is it Canadian focused?
It's Canadian. It says it right in the
I
question.
know. But do Americans do this 7 times a day?
Not 7.
Inspector Shea.
I'm telling you.
Always trying to get that extra.
I'm going to start a contest called, I don't know, Vicky. And if one of us, whoever breaks first with I don't know, Vicky, loses. Maybe a drinking contest.
Wasn't that an old Nickelodeon thing where they'd slime somebody who said, I don't know?
I think
don't
so.
know.
Yeah.
It might have been, yeah.
Get the slime ready.
I think I remember that.
The average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day. I do know what you're saying. Americans will do this, but I don't think as often.
Interesting. Okay.
Hello, City.
Good morning here from PB3. How's it going, guys?
PB3 to start the day. Wow.
I don't know. I'm on a hot streak here, fellas.
Well, the rest of the
nice to
callers
talk to
love
in
you
the
guys.
morning.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, BB3. You got a guess for us?
Oh, if it's Canadian and we're doing it 7 times a day, I don't think anyone's eating poutine 7 times a day, so I'm going to say apologize and say sorry.
It's not.
That was
That's
gonna be
great.
my
Great guess.
Yeah.
That's a great guess, PB3.
I figured I'd start us off strong.
No, you did. Most of Canada's happy you did not win, but they are happy that you started us off strong.
Have a good one, you guys.
That Seeker app takes us all over the world now.
It's fantastic.
Poor boys
Yeah.
are getting talked about everywhere in this world.
Sure.
They are, yeah. They're worldwide now. Hello, City.
Say the word A.
Hey, that's a good one, too. EH, the average Canadian will do that 7 times a day. Not the correct answer.
Thanks for playing. 780 City, 780-2484. Hello.
Hey, how about check the weather?
Not the weather.
That's
no,
good.
that's very good.
That's going to be my guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
that's
good.
a good one.
Harlan Williams tickets on the line this morning. Hi, City.
Hi. Is it saying sorry?
It's not saying sorry. No, it's not apologizing. Thank you. Sorry
Is it
about that.
saying something? Is that too much of a clue? Because
I'm
if
not
it is,
saying
okay.
anything.
okay. Hello, City.
Morning, guys. Poor boy 5 here.
5.
Oh, 5.
Number 3 is full.
This is a
Number
rare
3 got
find.
this-
Yeah, we don't talk to 5.
5. This is a rare
Put that
find.
on the bingo card.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm playing every morning, but number 3's got the line. Got it
Got figured out.
concreted in, it seems.
Okay, 5, PB5. What do you got for a guess?
I'm going to need a lifeline. We collectively came up with the other one, so we're out of options here.
I love all the poor boys, but I'm telling you right now, if I ever have to hire you guys, I'm going with 1, 2, and 4 to do the work. To do the work.
They're a bit more understated. Is that
Yeah,
why?
they seem to be the ones working.
Yeah.
Do you?
I got one sitting here listening with us, so he's right beside us right now.
You've dragged him down with you.
Philly or Vicky for the lifeline?
Let's take Vicky today.
All right. Laugh.
Not laugh, Vicky. That's a
okay.
good one. Average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day.
Okay, PB5. Have a good day.
You guys too. Thank you.
Thank you. Good guys.
Thank you.
Hello, City.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I'm going to say bless you or God bless you.
No, that's a good one too.
Get a lot of cold and flu season here. That's
Oh,
for
in
sure.
this country, yeah.
Yeah. 780 City, 780-2484.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You got a guess
Did
for
I
us?
get a lifeline question?
Yeah, Philly or Vicky?
I'll go with Philly.
The average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day.
They will text their partner.
No.
I don't know what that has to do with Canadian.
No.
But
You said it has to do with saying something. You're on the right track.
Okay.
Okay. There's your clue.
All right. Saying something. Hello, City.
Hi, can I get a lifeline?
Philly or Vicky?
Vicky.
How about complain about something?
No,
Mm.
actually not.
Saying something. That was the clue. It is saying
Could it
something.
be?
Mm-hmm.
For Harlan Williams tickets, good morning. You're on the air with completely useless trivia. Go ahead with your guess.
Is it telling the other person to go first?
No, that's a good one for
Oh,
Canadians. You
I
can
like
see
that
Canadians
guess.
doing that.
Yeah.
Happens
Chivalry.
in traffic in Manitoba all the time. No, you go.
Yeah.
You go.
So
When
much
you-
of that.
When you don't wave, I swear I'm not going to do it again. I said I'm not letting anybody in anymore. Hello, City.
Hi.
Hey,
What'd
man.
you guess?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, hi there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Take a lifeline.
Philly or Vicky?
Ricky.
Saying something. Can I get it one more time?
The average Canadian
Philly.
will
Oh,
do this
Philly,
about
okay.
7 times a day.
Phew.
He switched halfway
Yeah.
through.
He was right to.
Once
He was
Vicky
right
asked
to.
for the question
Yeah.
again, he's like, yeah, well, I'm bailing. Have we had say thank you?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yay!
if you made the switch, you made the right switch today. The average Canadian will do this about 7 times a day. Say thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go.
There it is.
See?
Number 8.
Hold on, okay? What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Okay, Steve, hold on.
You got your wife there with you, or your girlfriend, or friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
my
her
wife.
name?
Melanie.
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 All right, Steve.
And she's giggling.
Yeah.
Melanie's giggling.
Because I think it was Melanie who told him to switch to me. Is that true, Steve?
Yes, right.
Yes, way to go. Wise woman.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
Danzig Mother. What a great tune to kick off the 8 o'clock hour. 92.1 City. You got Philly, Joe, and Vicky at 8:08.
Coming up 22 minutes from now, who the hell is that? $4,600 is in the jackpot.
Good morning. This is on the text line. Good morning, PJV. Would love to give a shout out to my son. It is his 12th birthday today. He was the first one to text me when the news about Ace Frehley broke.
Oh.
He put in brackets, I'm raising him right. Yes, you are. This is from Jeff. If you have New York Groove by Ace for the banger. So he's asking it for the banger. That would be awesome. But the thing is his boy will be at school by then.
Yeah, 12 years old at 9 o'clock. Sure.
Yeah.
So grade 7.
Let's get it on early then.
So we can do it right here for him.
Yeah.
Just saw a great picture show up on my social media account of both Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons at the airport going out to, I guess, the Ace Frehley maybe celebration of life or funeral or tribute, whatever they're doing, but just 2 incognito guys. And then you see Gene with the big wig on, but he's got a hat on. And you know how hard it is to get the right fitting hat. Well, let me tell you, on Gene, it's a lot different.
Got to put some bobby pins
Oh
to
yeah,
fasten that.
he's
there.
got that big dome going.
That's cool, though. 12 years old,
Yeah.
and he's a big Kiss fan, big Ace Frehley fan. Sorry, I mean, obviously sad about him passing away, but I love that. You know what? What you got to do is get him watching that the show we were talking about. It's on YouTube. When Ace Frehley passed away, I brought it up. They're at the it's the Phantom at the like they're at the amusement
At the park.
I
At the
couldn't
park,
think.
yeah.
It's just at the park, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He'll love
Network television at its finest back in those days. They don't make shows like that anymore, movies.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Vicky podcast.
I didn't hear any howls, but I'll tell you right now, there was
Hey,
some
Joe.
kind of coyote or something that
What
ro-
happened?
I'll tell you right now, I don't know what happened, but there was this plate of food, and all of a sudden it was like ravaged by a wolverine.
Yeah, Joe gets a kick out of how I eat. I'm a aggressive eater, a fast eater. I'll even make sounds like aggressive sounds. I don't. Growing up with 2 brothers and a sister, maybe that's what it was. I was always in a hurry to make sure I got seconds. I think that's why. So I tend to eat fast and aggressive, and we got. Holy cow, some wonderful ribs in here, courtesy of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Fall off the bone. Oh, they
I'll
were
tell
good.
you what else fell off the bone, the sauce. I've got some on my shirt, and guess what? I haven't even eaten my ribs yet. Those came from Aubrey. That thing was flying out of there like pieces. I'm telling you, I think I got hit in the eye by a rib bone.
I'm making them queasy because I'm pushing the bones.
There's a whole pile of them over there.
Like a hyena. I'm telling you.
The mess that comes from ribs that have been eaten is not amazing.
Yeah.
And I know Joe does not want my rib mess near him. So I'm trying to push it closer and
Yeah, he's
closer
been
to
doing
Joe
that too.
just so we can get some.
I'll tell you right now, I'm making a plaque. I'm getting a fence built, and we're going to put this on display like they do at the zoo when it's feeding
Yeah.
time. This is going to be, we'll make money with this. I'll donate it to charity.
that's
No,
the
it's good.
heaviest food. Like by heavy, like in your hand. It
Yeah.
was just, it was crazy. The whole container there is soaked with sauce. Yum.
And they give you a lot, too.
do, yeah.
Like,
It
what do they
smells
call it?
very
The bucket
good.
of bones?
Bucket of bones.
Smells very good.
Yeah.
For the Halloween game. That's happening this Saturday, yeah.
There'll be some people. Well, there's always people dressed up for the Bomber games.
Yeah.
Do people come in costume for that game?
I would assume it doesn't take.
That's fun.
Yeah, there are going to be some of that. There might even be some bare-chested going on there with 16 and sunshine for a high because it's the last regular season game.
They'll for sure be tarps off.
2 p.m. game, too.
Yeah, but it's interesting, too, because it's game 2 of the World Series that night. So you might get a lot of people that are double-dipping on their party. They'll start outside with the Bombers and then take it to wherever for that Jays World Series game. So that's a marathon kind of a day.
And looking for a sellout so that they can say they sold out every game this year, every home game.
They are very close, apparently, to a sellout for this one, too.
Well, the nice weather, I think, will do it. 2 p.m. game, you can still have your evening, yeah.
Here's a note, too. There's no other home game until the Grey Cup. So the Bombers will have to do it on the road this year, which is very rare for them over the last 5. So you see them on Saturday, and then hopefully the next time we see them is back here at home for the Grey Cup game. So
and get yourself those ribs tossed and smoky. The bucket of bones.
Bucket of bones.
I'll tell you, very simple to eat, apparently, and...
Joe, can you take care of that? Can you clean up this mess?
I should have put on the saran wrap that they were wrapped with.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.